Hey everybody, is this working? Hi, it's Eileen. I want to welcome you all to my new platform. We are simultaneously broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook. So welcome to all the new people that don't know me yet. How is the volume? Can somebody leave a message or a chat here? I'm still trying to work out all of the issues. So I'm wondering if you hear anything. You guys hearing me okay? There's a chat on the side. Wait, let me find it. Oh, there's comments already. Hey, looks great. It is echoing? Okay, let me think of how to... Okay, how about that? Echo? A little bit? Shoot. Okay. Turn off one microphone. I can't quite do that. I have it off on my... Hang on, guys. I thought I had this all figured out, but you know. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose us. If I put it over here, can you still hear it? You hear it now? Still a bit? Okay. Well, when I go to the next camera, hopefully I can turn this one off. Are they far enough apart? Probably not. I kind of dumped it down the side here. It's hard to test when you're just by yourself. The noise, you will log back in. It's better, you think? No good? Sounds good now? Better? Thanks, everybody. Much better. Okay, I'm going to have to put it somewhere. Anyway, doesn't it look cool? All right, watch this, guys. Look at that. Anna's commenting. And Lisa, better. Tanya says, hi, Eileen and everybody. Isn't it cool? All right. So we're streaming also on YouTube, and I'm not sure how to see where those guys, if they're commenting. Okay. Well, most of this video will be camera down, so we'll figure that out. You can hear me. Okay. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Well, there's one from Chris. There's a slight echo. Volume is fine. Welcome are you watching on YouTube, Chris? This is so cool. Miss Fancy Pants. I can't believe it myself, I have to say. Okay. Oh, there's Minnesota Nancy. Wait, let me put you up there. And Laura, where did she go? Wait, where did Laura go? Oh, I guess she was just saying hi. There, watching on YouTube. Oh, hi, Sean. Is that how you say your name? Great. Well, this is so cool. It's a new platform, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes, guys. All right. So there are some other little things that we can do here. Let me just show you. And the main thing that I wanted to say was for tomorrow, if you guys don't give permission for YouTube, or no, YouTube doesn't care. Facebook wants you to give permission to use your name on Facebook. If you don't give permission, then we can't see who you are to give you a prize if you win. So please do that. What else? So if you guys want to share this event with a friend, go right ahead. It's so much fun, I have to say. I'm sorry it's echoing. I'll have to figure out how to get the sound off there. I'm not just sure how to do that, but I'll Google it tonight. Okay, so if you haven't joined the fan club, join the Eileen Hall fan club and remember to answer the questions, okay? And on YouTube, please subscribe. I feel like a game show. All right, so let's see what else we have here. Can make these fun little banners, but I think I have to. No, I don't know how to do that yet. All right, well, I'm working on it all. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll have it figured out. Tomorrow is our release party. We're really excited about that because We're going to have a bunch of friends joining from all around the world. So I hope you'll come back tomorrow at noon and take a look and see all of the cool things they've made with the new set of Chapter 2 dies from Sizzix, okay? So what we're going to do today, because there were some questions about what some of the qualities were of the different journal dies. And I just thought, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to just go in, do a video, and show you some samples. I might have gotten a little carried away because I have a ton of samples, as you can see behind me here. And I just I thought that maybe, wait, let me see how to get rid of this banner thing. I don't know how to get rid of it. Okay, so I thought I would just go through today and talk about the dies, show you what they look like, and show you some of the different things that I like about them. And if you guys want to talk about those things in the group, go ahead and say what your favorite ones are, or what are the different features that the dies have that you like. So now I am going to turn my, wait, let me just make sure I have a list. So I invited you to the release party tomorrow at noon, right here. And we'll be, again, going to YouTube and Facebook, and hopefully we can do that every time, because why not have our additional friends over on YouTube? I think we have 20 people watching on YouTube and 83 watching on Facebook, which is really, really cool. So thank you all for watching. What else? Check out our blog. Tomorrow we're going to have a blog hop. We're going to have prizes. So make sure you hop through and leave a comment for each of the designers so they can know how much you appreciate all the hard work. They're going to be actually coming on camera to show you. Wait until you see tomorrow. You are just not going to believe. You think I'm fancy pants now. Wait until you see tomorrow. If it works, of course. Which it could not work. Oh, the other thing is there are some dies. Some of you were asking about the bundle. That would be the trailer, the waterfall and tags, and the bookbinding. They're due to get in on Thursday. On Thursday, I'm headed up to Connecticut. We're going to watch our grandkids and all the chickens and ducks and dog and 4 kids. So we're leaving Thursday. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is just load up my box whenever I get it, put it in the car, and I can print and ship from up there because I can do labels and everything. So if anybody's interested, I'm going to load that in the shop tonight. I won't have it until Thursday. That's only 2 days. And then you'll know that I will try and get it to the post office. I will be anxious to get it in the house, I'm sure, to go mail your packages from Connecticut. So that is my plan. So if anybody is desperate to have them, just let me know. I will put them up. You can order them, and I'll ship them out as soon as I can. Okay? What else? I think I'm not going to do a show on Thursday, although I usually do. I don't know. Maybe I'll do something from the road. I'm just not sure. But we're having today and then tomorrow. And this is probably as much excitement as I can take. So, all right, now I'm going to switch cameras, but wait, we've got this cool little screen for you to look at. Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Could somebody do a thumbs up or something to let me know? This is so exciting. Say something. Okay, I'm talking. Do you hear me? Yes. Okay. Yes. Ah. Oh, I do feel like a fancy pants, I have to say. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through some of the journal dies. I mean, guys, I think there's a lot. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. This is the tiny book. And this one measures 2 1/4 by 3. And I'll show you just a couple samples of this one. I didn't go too crazy with this one. This is what the die looks like. And I'm just going to hold them up so you guys can see and go through. Now, some of them are discontinued, but you might have them because I know that a lot of people bought them and maybe they're still in the box, or who knows, you might want to get them out and take a look at them again. So this is the basic idea. It's a very simple die. All you do is you just die cut this, and you're going to get a little score here on the fold, and it's going to make you this tiny little book. And it's really handy for small projects, I'll just show you a couple and some different ideas of things you can cut and things that you can use or turn them into. This is a leather one, so you can cut out a leather and emboss. You can do your mixed media effects on it. You can, add whatever you want in there. And there's lots of ways that you can add all of your little, books and pages and all that. This is one that Jenny did. She bound this, I think, like a real book. So look at that one. That's cool. We've got this one from Lisa, the little robot guy. I love that one. And this is just bound with some elastic. So lots of options here. This one, I think Jenny Atkinson did this, and hers is done with kind of a sewing theme. So she stitched on it, made it out of canvas. Can you guys see and hear okay? I just want to make sure. Sounds like snow here in southern England. Snow? What are you kidding? That's insane. Oh my Lord. Now here's an interesting thing that we did in a class, and we took a bunch of these and we added all of the spines together, and we made a big book. So it's like a little, that Lisa made this one. Isn't that really cool? It was so fun to go through all these dies and look at all the things that we had done. Here's one. I did a Facebook Live on this. It was a little kind of creepy Halloween one. I don't love Halloween, but I kind of like this project. So if you ever want to see any of these, you can go through my Facebook you have to click on where it says more, and it'll show you all the videos. Now this one also comes with a little case. So that's the bonus for this one, which you can also use for gift cards. So this Susie made. I love that, how she latched it with that little bowler. But this is the accordion book. Whoa, Silly Walks. So this is a coordinating set. So you can do that, but you don't have to. You can use them separately. People swimming in the Gulf. Leslie, rub it in. Speaking of beach, here's a fun little beach book. Let me put this out of the way. This is going to be a mess by the end of it, I will tell you. Okay, look at this. Isn't this adorable? Susie made this one. Oops, I think I have it going the wrong way, but this is, oh, here. Look at the tiny, tiny picture. And all of these cute, look at that little white hiney. Beach bum, get it? I'm sure her children would love that. It's our job as mothers to embarrass them. Anyway, I thought that was cool, and I love this closure here. So even looking at these books, you can see all of the options for closures and hinges and insert books. And here's another little, this is one out of leather that I dyed and embossed and just made like a tiny little junk journal out of. I show that one all the time because it was so much work. But I do like that I did it. And, also if you like to do beading or charms or anything, you can add them to it. But okay, so that was the tiny book. Now the next one, I only have one that I could find, And this is called the Needle Book, and it was originally designed to hold your needles. And so I did make some out of felt, but this one I covered with metal and added a little felt flower to. But this is kind of what kind of inspired the tiny book, because people kept saying, oh, I wish you had a little tiny one. So, you know, this one is the next size up from the tiny book. This one is like 3.5, I think. Wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, 3 3/4 by, it's skinny though, 2 1/4. So, you know, maybe I'll leave this out and you can kind of get an idea. So I only have one sample of this, although I have used it to actually make needle books and I just didn't bring them down. So anyway, on to the next, and I think that would be the notebook. Now, the reason I love the notebook is, if you know me, I like easy and quick. So this one cannot get much easier. It's all one piece. You roll it through and you have your cover. So a lot of people like to add paper to it. So I have a lot of these. So I'm just going to put them out there. I love this one. Lisa did that one. Just so cool. It's like an eclipse one kind of. And you can add all of your different effects and your mixed media techniques. Here's one from Jenny, which is like a bound book. She used the twist and style tool to make this cool little bookmark. I wish that we could just spend all the time and go through every one, but you can add your flowers and, you know, give any kind of flavor to it. This is cool because you can a lot of times buy these books in the UK or the US. I get them in the Dollar Tree and also in Walmart, or Office Depot has them, and they will fit exactly in here, and you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is decorate your cover. So who doesn't love that? The other thing about it is this die works with the treasure box, which is another die. It's not a book die, but it is designed to hold 3 of these. So you can just make 3 of these books and just load them in here, and you've got yourself a nice little set. See that? And they fit. Isn't that cool? So the thing that I think is cool about all of these is that they work together. So if you get one, you're probably going to be able to you know, mix and match your parts and let it work with the others. And here's one of those little notebooks. She just covered it. I think Pam Bray made this one and just added the little notebook papers to the covers. So that is also very cool. I love that paper. That was Stamperia. I remember it. I have it and I still, I can't use it, but see how it fits in there. So that, and then I have a couple more here. So this is one that that one was in a magazine. That was in Creative Scrapbooker. So that was just a leaf die, and I embossed this, and it's a really good one to try different techniques on because it's so quick, you know, and you can get fancy, put your little corners on. Another one by Jenny. This one I made out of old linens, and it was just so pretty that I thought, I'm going to cover that. So I just used some adhesive, put some lace inside, so you can have, there's so many ideas. This was another thing. I was testing out this pocket idea, and it'd be a nice little gift anyway. And it's fun to try out the closures too on one that's not huge. This I thought was really clever. This one is from Lisa, and this was made all out of old sewing patterns and a tape measure. This is a real tape measure. So this one, I don't think I said, was 5 by 3 3/4 or so. So that is a very fun and easy one. Okay. Couple more while I have them. Another, you can tell this is from, from Jenny. This is a foam flower, really fun. Here's one from Tanya, I believe. She's got the boho thing going on with her ribbons and cool ties. And now this one, this is a notebook die, but she used the passport book pages inside. So I can tell because I know where those holes are punched. So she used them. Oh, wait a minute. This is passport book. Never mind. Sorry. I couldn't tell here. It's covered. All right. Never mind. It's in the wrong category, but it's still cool. This is one that I laminated. I just laminated a piece of paper and then I cut it out, and you can just score this on your scoring board to make fun little books. Like these would be great to do at like a little girl's birthday party. So easy. And you know, you can't mess these up really. So, all right. I hope you guys are hearing me because I'm just blabbing away. This one I covered with paper and I made like a little folio, little accordion thing. I had so much fun doing this. These are just some papers that I had cut out. I made these little tags and envelopes, and just for a nice little project. You know, this is my new son-in-law, Tommy, the one that wanted to know about the eggs. And he was here on Sunday. He's like, I can't believe all your friends told me all the ways to make eggs. It's like, hey, we're helpful. Just helping you out there. So this is, Pam Bray made this. So you can also use it as a frame folio and just cut like a little frame part here, slip the pictures in. So you can do that right behind here. Add it in. That I thought was really clever. And here's another one. This was Lisa. She added in patches of the metal, which is so what's up. So cute. She always comes out with these inventive things. So does the whole team. It's amazing. Okay, I'm finally done with the notebook, but maybe you can tell that's one of my favorites. All right, I'm putting this whole box down and I'm moving along, but I have a lot more to go. All right, now I haven't mentioned it, but these are all scoreboards dies, and that means they're meant to be cut out of thick materials like mat board and chipboard. So this die here, it looks like a regular die. It's got these extra score lines. Now these lines in the middle only go halfway down. So when you run your mat board across the die, it's just going to go halfway through, and that's what makes those nice folds and makes it easy to move. So this is the mat board that I use. You can use anything up to a 1/16 of an inch. So actually you can go more than that, but I don't want to get in trouble. I never said that. Okay, so here, just for the heck of it, here is the treasure box, the one that holds the 3 notebooks. I just thought I would throw it in there. Okay, so the next one, size-wise, would be not these. That would be the passport book. Let's start with that one. This is the passport book. And whoa, I'll show you what that one looks like. Got a lot of dies here, guys. Okay, so this is what the passport book looks like. And the way this one goes together is kind of different from the others. This was an earlier die. You cut 2 of these for the covers, and then this is your binding. And then this here is the pages. So that's the one that I just said. This here, so you can see, here are the binding holes. And then you can tie them in, or you can slip them over the cover. So if you wanted to do elastic, you could just slip them in the notches like rubber bands like this. They work great. I always have one on my wrist because I never know when I might want to have a headband. But you can see they'll fit right on here, and that's a really quick way to make a book. And you've got enough room for 3 or 4, depending on how many pages you put in here and how thick it is, or whatever you want to put in there. So passport book, it's a good one. That's what it looks like. This one is still available. So I'm going to show you some samples of it besides that. I don't have a ton of these. This, as I say, was an earlier book. So this one is cool. This is just real vintagey, and you can see distressed and just fun. The pages got kind of curled up. These have been on the paper trail with me, which is a series of camping expeditions I've done where I travel teach how to use these books. So I teach classes and I travel around to independent stores and teach how to use my dies. So the paper trail I missed last year. Obviously there were no stores open, sadly.
This one is by Mitziana. This was she made from a placemat, I think. Is that right, Mitziana? I don't know if she's in there, but I think it is. And she colored it, which I thought was really a cool way. And then she did bind it with the elastic in the middle. I can find it, see. So you can take them in and out. And that's the fun thing about these Traveler's Notebook style bindings. But you can see why on this other one, she would want to tie them in because they're all a theme and, you know, you would want to keep them in there. So it's something for everyone. This one I love. That one, I think Jenny made that one. And my team is amazing, guys. You need to go over to my blog and take a look at what they're creating because everybody is so talented. They all have different aesthetics and styles and just really amazing stuff over there. So I hope that you'll take a look. EileenHull.com. All right. Now, wait a minute. We had a couple more. Here's one. This is made out of leather. And I think Nicole made this. And it's really got this cool little vibe. She's got this pocket in the back so you could add stuff and you can loop this around. And it's just really kind of grungy, vintagey, cool. So, and it feels nice. It's a floppy kind of leather. Just feels really nice. Here's another one. This is one that I made out of, I added metal to the front. This got a little wild here. Pay no attention to that. But that was in 2015. So that's how long this book has been around, a while, but it's still in use. And you can buy it. So it shows it's still doing its part. This one I made for Nora. This was I made out of a little golden book. I love that one. And so you can cut. Now, Golden Book is a little bit thick, but you can do it. I have done it. You just might have to do a little extra scoring on the folds here. But I just love that one. It looks like her. So what else? Now, this one, this die, this was the first mini album. And this was a really cool one because it was kind of the same as the notebook. It was all one pass. And you just cut it. And then I often used rubber bands to put my pages in. And the spine was big enough that you could fit a lot of pages like that. You know, so that was, I think that was one of the classes that I taught. Here's another one that somebody made with this built up cover. I thought was really cool. And Diana, and she stitched. Oh, it was a card that she made. Isn't that cool? I love it. And here's one from Lisa. Now she added felt in hers. Look at this. So this is a real old one. I'll have to send this back to her. Oh, and these are my papers. She used my papers that I designed for Sizzix. That was a long time ago. That was when I first started doing Facebook Lives. So isn't it fun? You could do this cool little junk journal. Don't get too excited because this one is really hard to find. It's called the mini album. But that's kind of why I did the latest one called the Folio, because you can get that same effect. All right, now this is kind of a different, this is not technically a book die. This one is called the gift box. Wait a minute, let me find it. Because it's supposed to make a book or a box. That's what it looks like. But Jenny went and made a book out of it by just using one piece, and then she folded it and cut a little to make the spine. And it's just so pretty. Jenny lives in Scotland, and we were all getting ready for the hop tomorrow, and she's like, my internet's going to go out because we're having storms and snow and blowing and all. It's like, oh my Lord. So you can take a lot of different dies. They don't necessarily have to be book dies, but they will work that way. So don't, be tied down to just doing ones that have book in the title. There's another one. This was something that I taught a long time ago too. Where'd it go? This was another box called the Square Book, but it was similar to that, but it was a different size. And I made a big chunky one out of mat board. So these are, I cut one big one for the cover. So you can see this is part of a square. And then what you would do is take two of them and kind of put them in together like that. But then I just took parts of this to make the signatures to go inside. So these are all little mat board signatures. They were so much fun to decorate. It makes me want to do another one with the gift box. It'd be fun to do a set of them. Anyway, oops, losing stuff. So these are not technically books, but they're made into books anyway. Okay, so the next one is the wrap journal, and this one has been really a good one. Hang on, let me find it. Okay. That's not it. This is it. So this is the wrap journal, and some of the features of this one is, again, all in one cut. You put your piece of mat board on here, you roll it through, and it cuts your whole cover. So let me just show you what one of those looks like. Here's one. I think Tanya made this. So you can see, you just lay it down. Now this one also has a mover and shaper, and there's a die that fits in there, floral die, so it'll cut out little flowers out of the flap here. But she didn't use that. But this one is cool because you could, if you don't want to have a flap, you just chop it off here and you have a book with a nice thick spine that you don't have to do anything to except just fold your book over. This one has the holes so you can bind it in or you can wrap it around. Here's one that I did for, I was on a podcast of a friend of mine, Marley Bird, who does knitting. And so she said, you know, do something with yarn. So this one is covered in yarn and it's so soft. It's chenille. And I can't see. Are you guys talking? I can't tell. Wait, new comments. Oh, wait a minute. Wrap journal. Oh, thank you for doing the links. All right. I missed a whole bunch of questions here. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was supposed to update. Okay, well, still learning this. So here you can make little pockets for all the samples of yarn and, you know, the labels, which I thought was cool. I don't knit or crochet or anything, but I love collecting yarn in case someday I will. And this is just so soft. So you can tuck the folder part in either way, you know, underneath or on top. You can add your little charms to the binding, which I think is really fun, and add whatever you want inside. You can also take, now if you have a die that will fit inside here, and I think I might have one like that. Yeah, here's one. This one is one that I made. This is my son and my grandson. That was when he got back from Afghanistan. And so I made a little book out of this. I covered it with metal and I added the front from the trinket box, which is another die that's kind of like a frame. And then I made like a little book over here. And then this is for photos and things like that. So that was really fun. And this book, no, this is two of another die called, what is the name of that? The Pocket? No, I can't remember. But anyway, it's another die. Can you believe I don't even know the name to my own dies? But oh well. So that's one. And what else? Here's another one. This was made by one of you guys in the fan club, Debbie Music. It's beautiful. She made this for me because I was supposed to go out to Oklahoma and my dad got sick and I didn't make it. So I was really sad because someday I'm going to meet her in person. But she made this and sent it to me, which I thought was really nice. She sends me these little packages every once in a while. Look at this. It's got my initials on here. You guys are so great. I just can't even tell you how much you encourage me to keep going. But this I thought was really cool. Here's one from Lisa. Now she sewed hers. Look at this. It's a little monkey. So cute. A little jungle theme. So she did the same. These are Dollar Tree notebooks, and she just added them and did some stitching around, and she used a foam adhesive, like a foam adhesive, and that's what she stitched it out of. And then it goes like this to close. Such a cool closure and such a perfect bead here. And that is a die from way long ago, when my grandson, who is now 8, when he was a baby, I was designing that. So it's a ways away. But there's some other things that you can do with this die too. And one of them was I made this little folder thing out of it for Christmas. So I just, die cut the journal the way it was, and then I built up the side here and just made this little like recipe box out of it. So you don't have to be restrained, like I said. This one, I think Julia did this, and it was so cool because I hadn't seen this kind of, I can never open this, but it's magnetic closure, really strong. And then this, I love what she did here on the spine, and this just cool kind of coppery look to it. Isn't it neat? Hi from Germany. Oh, hi, Sandy Scrap. Good to see you. Matchbook photo holder, possibly. Everybody's trying to figure out what was that. I don't know, guys. There's a lot of dies. See how that just closed on its own? It's amazing. I love it. I think there was something on top of that too, but I'm not sure. It may have fallen off. These have all traveled with me all over the world, so I can't say what happened between here and wherever. This is another one from Lisa, which was really interesting because it's made out of computer parts. So you can see, if you could feel this, a lot of it is metal. And so she painted it and made it like this kind of, scrappy industrial kind of look, and perfect. Do what makes you happy. All of you. I hope you're doing it, especially this year. Oh, wait, let's see. Yeah, Lisa Hull. So if you want to see more, go ahead on the blog and take a look at what the team has made, because they are truly amazing. All right, we're down to two more boxes of stuff. All right, let me see. We've done, that's what the wrap journal looks like. Okay, so we just have a couple left. Hang on, I'm just gonna move some stuff around here because you would not believe all of the things on my table. All right, so I'm gonna have to put them all back tonight. Okay, so this is the wrap journal. That's the one that we just did. Oh, everybody's saying hi, hi, hi. Eileen Hall Fan Club. Yeah, come and join, guys. Especially the ones from YouTube, because we haven't met you yet, but we're very friendly. Okay, now this one, this has been a really good one too, and one of my favorites. This is the pocket notebook. And this one, I know it looks like it's a mess, but these are all these things are on here for a reason. Okay, this says front and back. That's how I know where to cut, when I die cut it, which one is going to be the front and what's going to be the back, because this is a different kind of binding. This one you have to think about a little bit when you're using directional prints or text. So you need to have one facing this way, and then what you do is you cut two and then you turn it so that these binding holes line up. So you have to have one with your print going this way and one with your print going the other way. So it's always something you have to think about. So what I do is I put F here. So that means that's my front. And then I turn it when I'm cutting my next one, and that's the back. And it really works. So the other thing that I did here was I added foam, because whenever I've got all of these holes, they tend to clog up, especially if you're using heavy duty stuff like mat board and chipboard. So I add just 1 or 2 layers of foam. This one I think has 2. Eventually you'll have to replace it, but this has been on here a while and I have not replaced it. The other pieces here on the die, this is pages. And now this was a different thing. I'd never tried this before, but it worked pretty well. first, let me tell you what these are. This is like a pen loop, or it could be a closure, and same with here. And you'll see when we look at our samples, I think I might have used them, but they're just extra little pieces. When I design a die, it's like I want to take all the territory and I want to use it up so that you have the most things that you can play with. So those are two kind of accessory pieces, but this here, this is a page element. And the way that this works is there are cutting lines along 3 edges, but none over here. So what you would do is you would fold over a piece of paper and you would lay your fold over here. It's not going to cut it. So you can adjust the size of your pages. So it's really cool because this is scaled to fit inside the book. And these, you can, say you wanted to make a cover, or like an insert book, and you wanted to do kind of a heavy duty cover on the outside of your book. So you could lay it over a little further. And then when you're cutting your inside pages, you make them smaller. And that's what these are. When I go cut a bunch of them, then I just lay them on my washi tape and I know how thick I want to make my pages. So this has been a really fun one. And this is what it looks like. And all of these, I should say, are in my Etsy store, the ones that are still available. This is one of them. This is still available. I'm trying to think. The mini album is the only one that is not. The mini album and the needle book are not available anymore, but you can still find them on eBay. But see here how they have it with no fold. I thought that was good how they show. So let me show you some of these. Here's one from Debbie Music. I don't know if she's here. Hey, Taylor, how are you doing? Ask Taylor if you have any questions, because she's on our sales team at Sizzix and she is amazing. So ask her if you have questions. But look at how cute this is. Debbie, I mean Brenda. Sorry, not Brenda. Debbie made the other one. Look at this. Happy Camper. A little glass for a little bottle, like message in a bottle, and the golden book. So she made this adorable little book for me with all these little flips and fold outs. And then we found out she's got chickens. So my daughter has chickens. And look at these. Aren't they cute? You just have to, they bring back so many memories for me. And you've got your tea-dyed papers and just all of these fun little things. Did you guys have chores when you were little? Did you give your kids chores? I did. It seems to have worked. They're able to keep house, which is good. So just all these fun little doilies, and I just wanted Brenda to know how much I really love this little book. And they kind of remind me of my grandkids now, getting old, but I love it. They were all here this weekend, or not all of them, 2 of them, and it was fun to watch them, going to find Easter eggs. And so look at this little flip out. It's got pockets all over the place. It's like a treasure hunt. I love making these and looking at these because they're just, and look at that. One more little glassine book. So pretty. So thank you. Now that's a one that took a while. Here's an easy one. This is one that I laminated and just used it for, I think this was when I went on my trip to the UK, and I was, trying to keep my receipts and keep track of where I was on what day. And I had stuff in here, but this is just laminated paper, and I really like the Stamperia. And we need to do one of these again because they're really fun. All right, are you ready for something kind of wacky? All right, Mitziana. Look at this. Now he got a little bit of stuff rubbed off, but look at this. It sits on the desk. You gotta love it. Look at that. His little feet sticking up. Hey, Zoe. Hi, Allison, Karen. So this is a really kind of creepy little book, but see here, she took the gift card folder, put that inside, made these little cool spider cards, so use what you have and put them inside your books. Here's another fun little nature one from Lisa. This is an autumn kind of theme. And here's that piece that I was telling you about that you can use for closure. Or if you wanted, you could, go like this and stick your little pen loop in here, Ooh. See, I like to use paper leather for this because the mat board eventually is going to give out. You can't really bend it that much, but paper leather you can, or Sizzix surfaces is now what it's called. So you get a big roll of it. It's really great. So this is so cute. And you can take all those themed paper pads and just use them inside. They go together really quickly. I mean, really, a lot of the time, all you're doing is decorating your covers. And then the rest, you know, just throw inside. Okay, now here's another thing that you can make out of this. And this was something I did last year. This is the same book. You know, this is how I cut 3 flaps and added another one to the back so it folded over so you could make a wrap journal out of it. But then inside I added these little pockets with accordions for photos. And that was my dad. That was when Jess graduated from the Coast Guard Academy. Wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, he liked his Entenmann's cakes. I got that from him. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know where my daughter is. Anyway, it's probably pictures that I had from his house. But you can see how you can add lots of photos in here. These are 4x6 photos and they fit perfectly. So just another way you can use it. Here's kind of a little junk journal I did with a postcard on the front. It just seems to be, it's really one of my favorite sizes because it just fits in your hand really nicely. You can use these little wallet, you know, photo flips and just use up all of your Christmas papers. It's easy to make little file folder things out of it. And that's just a little envelope out of the, help me with the name. I don't know. Allison, yes, go to bed. I know it's late. I'm sorry. We'll be earlier on Thursday. So guys, I do, if you're not familiar, I do Facebook Lives twice a week. Tuesdays at 6 and Thursdays at 4. So we're earlier on Thursdays. This here is the same die. And we made a little purse out of it, out of paper leather with a little pocket inside, Velcro. And I just added a chain. This was fun. I made that in the summer when Nora was here. You can also use leather. And this just feels so cool. Really sturdy. And also a secret embossing technique with the twist and style tool. We'll have to do that again too, because so many things. All right, wait a minute. New comments. I have to keep clicking down. Oh man. And Tin Spence is good stuff. I agree. Here's one. And this is Maggie made this out of the I forget the name of it. Color Your World, was that the name of it? I can't remember. The Graphic 45. But a lot of their papers work great in here because there's so many different ones. They're great for the junk journals and little flips and tucks. And I mean, Maggie is like the queen of that. And I think she's going to be showing us something tomorrow. So make sure to come over and take a look. And yeah, all these little pockets, fun, pretty pages. I love it. Yeah, I mean, it's like a game. What else? Here's one, and this one Jenny did. She bound it as a book. Oh wait, no, she didn't. She usually does. I'm faked out. But look at all this cool like cheesecloth and neat dimension to it. Sealing wax, just cool. Now this is another one that I just wanted to show. This technically is not a book. This is a box called the photo box, and Tanya made it into a book by just cutting off some of the flaps. So again, this was from Tracy Evans, our good friend who used to be on the team. And she made these really fun little cards and put them in a box. And you can tell that's her style. Go Tracy. She's killing it these days. So Tanya made this little, little junk journal out of it. And try to think of different ways to use your dies to make different things. Because it's almost like a game, It's to be. Here's this is what the box looks like. Oh no, this is the pocket notebook also. that I took 2 covers and just put them together to make a box. So another way to use it. Okay, I think we are up to our second to last. You're hanging with me. God bless you. Okay, now this one is an old favorite. And this was one of the first ones. This is the journal. So this one is like the traveler's notebook size. So this one is about 8 3/4 by 4.5. This holds a lot of stuff. And I have a ton of these samples too. I'm just going to show you a couple and some of the things that you can cut them out of. This is foam adhesive covered with fabric. And it just gives you kind of a different feel to it. It's really kind of cool, and you can make your little tassels and, you know, use your antique-y kind of look at that little squirrel. Oh, I made this a while ago. You know, I never really finished it, but I was kind of getting into the junk journaling, which I thought was so silly, and now I kind of like. And you know, anyway, so you can make junk journals. You can do, this is kind of a boho planner. This was made out of a file folder. Tanya made this. And so that was kind of a cool closure. I saw these on Tuesday morning. So she made her little pockets and books and little envelopes. And this is a washi tape thing. Look at that. She embossed it, added her washi tape and lists and envelopes and more washi tape. So kind of a planner, but you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want it to be, it can be. Whatever your style is, you know, gotta love it. All right, what else? Here's one. This is just so cute. Julia Aston made this, and I love this closure. It's a bunch of little stitchlet flowers, and she just made that as the closure, which I thought was just the neatest thing. And so this is like a cute little junk journal with a Dick and Jane theme. So little bags and all kinds of tucks and stuff, distressed, just pretty. This is one that I made a while ago, and you could do it as a planner, you know, just kind of pretty. I really like that paper. And this has another little, this was made out of file folder. And I think we have instructions for this in the fan club if you want to go look for it. It's probably in the file section. But the reason I wanted to show you this was because I did a half-size version too. So if you don't want to buy a million dies, you can just cut this in half and make this cute little half-size one. And that I did for a friend's daughter's wedding, and I made kind of a card out of it, and I made it an extra one because I just thought it was fun. So this had a ribbon going through, but I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, or you could do a set, you know, that'd be kind of nice, like a little planner and then a photo album or something like that. Just cool. All right, this is one from our friend Anne Redfern, who she's been on the team a long time, and she's having some health problems right now. But Anne, we're thinking about you. Look at this. She made this like watercolor sketchbook. So you could take your watercolor paper, just carry this with you. And I happen to have these in my Etsy store if you need them. They fit right in here. It's hard to find ones that fit. But she used the notebook pocket, I think was the name of it, and just put her holes here. Actually, you know what? I made this one, but I copied it from Anne. I taught a class with it. But this has been really, that was a good class. And Anne was the one that thought of it. I don't know where her thing is. This is what this die looks like, by the way. It's kind of messed up also because it's been through a lot. I've used it a lot. But this is the, so you get one cover. And again, I've written back, front. So I remember I was out in a store in Indiana, and people were just like how do you cut this? How do you know which one goes where? And so this Russell, friend of mine, he worked in the store. He's like, okay, we're just going to write back and front on all the dies that we did. And it was like, so we have used that tip over and over. So this one has 2 strips here. So what you do is you overlap that one. So that would be a three-tier binding. And then these here are just, this is a latch that wraps around to close it. These are tabs, and that is a like a plaque ornamental, you know, just extra piece. So let me show you some of these more. This one is made out of a placemat that I got in Big Lots. It was just a black and white placemat, and I took my Copic markers and colored on it. And then these were actually books that I got at Target that were this size. You know, they sell them like 8 books for $3. So I just folded this over and made it into like a pocket. And these are envelopes. I think I had high hopes for making something really cool out of this, but I never did. But, and then I just, you know, threaded these in with the elastic. I'm trying to find my elastic. It's in here somewhere. You kind of have to fold the pages over too, but anyway, it's in there because they're stuck. They're stuck in here. Wait, there it is. Yeah, so you just kind of fold them all over. You can glue them down, or you could make pockets out of them all, actually. And then I just used a little elastic, or Velcro, sorry, and that is unstuck, so I have to stick that again. But that was really pretty handy. And the thing that I liked about this one was the cover is smooth, and you could get that wet and just wipe it off. So kind of cool. All right, let me look up here. Perhaps when the dies are made, manufacturer could emboss front and back. Book binding and label. Okay. Sending love and healing hugs. Yes, and okay, here are just a couple more of these. This is another one from Pam Bray. So I'm not sure what's in here, but it's like Christmas Day when you get to explore. Look at this. I think this was for my grandson, and I didn't give it to him. Look at that. Another little frame and a book. Oh, it's a folio. Look at this. So she cut 3 covers and just added them onto each other and did like a little folio. Isn't that cool? I love that. I need to give that to my daughter. All right, here's another one from Tracy. And just look at this cool. I mean, who else but Tracy would think of putting like an oil can or whatever that is on the front of a book? And she stitched on it. She did all kinds of stuff, screening, and, you know, she stitched down. You can sew mat board. I've done it. Tracy has done it. And it's really, the best thing about mat board is you can put whatever you want on it. You'll use all of your different techniques, your mixed media things, whatever you want on there. This is one from Debbie Bankston, and this is really a masterpiece. She used all of everything in here is my dies. So this is an old doily. This is an alphabet I had. This is the cover. She used this tea or cookie jar, all these little, that's the baby food jar, the bowl. I mean, this is a masterpiece. She really, oh, little oven mitts. Those are not mine. Oh, there's the mug. She made little journaling cards, the old teacup. More, this is buttons and I can't remember the name of it. Buttons and something jars. This is a cool little waterfall that she made that, you know, you can. So this is one of the new dies, not like this size, but one that can fit in the Folio Journal that is out now. So that's a cool way to finish off that slide there. A little apron. She's got another little jar thing with more. I mean, this is just so cool. So if you like to cook. Now here's another one from our friend Teresita. Look at this. She handmade all of these flowers. What do you think of that? That's amazing. And she kind of did a little planner It's beautiful. I couldn't believe when she sent it. So, I mean, this is just gorgeous. So Teresita, thank you. See how everyone is different? It's just amazing. And what else do we have? Here's just a couple more. This is one from Tracy. There's another one. She has barbed wire on this one. And Tracy Evans. Some old sheet music, watercolor paper, all kinds of cool collagey things. That's a stitchlet that we had a while ago. Just that little cute felt heart is adorable. And then we have this one by Jenny. This is another kind of a folio junk journal book, which this is a pocket die. I mean, she used all of the, I remember she did this for one of the CHAs. Just so cool. It's like a little treasure looking through each one. Here's another little piece. That was a house die that came out a while ago. Oh, they're all like my children. Oh, that was a good die. So, but a lot of them are still going. And the good thing is they're bases, so you can add what you have into it, you know. So, first dance album. Just cool stuff in here. So that is called the journal die. And that is that one. And one more. And actually tomorrow we're going to see this more. But I do have a couple just to whet your appetite. This is the Folio Journal. So this is our newest one. And let me find it. No, where is it? It's on the file. Here we go. Okay, so this is how this one works. This is a big one, guys. This is like super duper big. It can be up to 20 inches wide if you extended it the full way. And the way that it works is, let me get one that does extend. I'm going to get Jenny's book because this is just amazing. She did a little thing on Facebook Live about it the other day. Okay, so what happens is you cut two of these. You cut two of them out and you join them at the binding here. And then that's how it gets so big. But you can also close it in because there's a little piece that makes it into a pocket. And it doesn't have to be huge, but it can be. But we're going to be looking at this more tomorrow. I'm not going to go into great detail because tomorrow is our official release. This has released, but the other dies that go with it have not. So I'm going to wait and do this tomorrow. But basically, there are a lot of options for your cover. You can chop this part off, and that's how I made this one. It just was going to be like it's just a little 5x5 book. So you just chop this off, and then you can make something else out of that. This is what this die looks like, and I do have more of these coming in on Thursday. So if you want them, they're in my Etsy store. And tomorrow I should have a little thing that says, oh, there, Debbie Bankston. Yes, she has made so many things. I know. She's amazing. My whole team is amazing. I have the inspiration team and the education team, and we're both going to be online tomorrow to show you what we're up to with the new stuff. All right, just a couple more. This one is from Lisa. And this, she made the little pocket. See, you can have, there's a piece that goes in here that you can close it in. So it only has to be this big. You can also expand the spine up to 2.5 inches. So, or you can chop off your little sections and make it a little skinny book. So I think out of all of them, this one has probably the most options. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Tell me what in the comments. What is your favorite book that you have or that you want to have? I know there's a lot, but just curious because I've got to keep designing them, guys, and I need to know what it is that you like or what you're looking for, or if you trust me to find something else that we haven't had yet. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on these other ones. And all right, you love them all? Okay. Your favorite is the new folio? Okay, Lisa. You're gonna have to go back and watch from the beginning. You got your folio and waterfall. Oh, good, Penny. That's excellent. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you come back tomorrow. Let me see. This is practice, so let me see if I can turn this off and come back in face forward. Hang on. Okay. Get rid of that one. And all right, I turned off. No, I thought I did. All right. Now, wait, let me just totally turn off my phone. I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to put it over here. Okay, it was a good try. Thank you all for hanging in with me. That was long, but I hope that you got to see, you like the little wrap journal. The new one is your favorite, the new folio. You love them all. Yes, tomorrow's going to be fun. If we can work out the technology, I really appreciate that you hung in there with me and helped me. And because I've got to keep practicing all of these things. There's a lot of stuff to remember. There's like this little transparent overlay. Do you see that over here in the corners? That's too fancy. But anyway, that's what the deal is, guys. So I will go back and read all the comments. Tomorrow is going to be, we're going to do the YouTube live and the Facebook live at the same time because we were able to manage. I'm just going to have to figure out what to do with that other camera because I have muted it on the screen. I have muted it. I thought, I don't know how else to turn the volume down. I mean, I thought I got rid of all volume. Anyway, how's that? Is that better? Maybe that's better. It was great. Oh, thanks, Taylor. You're always so encouraging. Let's put that up there. It's a game. Enjoyed all of the samples. Good, Linda. Thank you. All right. Well, Chris is always so encouraging. Oh, thank you, Angela. God bless you. Oh, next time we're going to, next week, we're going to have on the 14th, we're going to have the Fan 5 again. We're going to have 5 fans come on and like this. So I'll be talking to you guys and all those who volunteered. I can't remember who the 5th person is though, but I will find you. Hi, Gina. Oh, look at how cool. The folio. Yeah, the square shape is fun. You like the notebook size. Okay, this is good to know. All of this stuff. You know what? And it's almost like you do one and then you say, oh, I forgot about that. I need to try that again, you know? Wendy, we just saw, where did she go? What did Metziana say? She even shows how to cut pages from the diet in all their videos. Yes. 12 p.m. Yes, tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, we will be up and we're going to have the team on. So you're going to get to see in person what they all made. And it's going to be fun, guys. So I hope you will come back and see us tomorrow. If you haven't joined the fan club, go ahead over. Make sure you answer the questions. Oh, wait a minute. I think I made a banner that says that. Yes. Just so you remember. What else? What are my other banners? Oh, yeah, this. Visit the blog. Yeah, we're going to have a hop tomorrow, and we're going to have a prize. So if you hop through, we're going to do gift certificates in the Etsy store. And that way, even the people overseas, everybody will be eligible to get the prize. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Okay. And I think I'm done.
So thanks so much for watching, everybody, especially you guys on YouTube. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll come over tomorrow when we start streaming at noon and join the fun. Okay? All right. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.